Okay, FM 101.7.
Ras Caleb appear. Oma can send me brave Tiano. Say, oh, so by the musical president, on to me, who he will even be worse than Obour. Now, better than I Rastafarians. Now, on to me, who cry reggae song, pay never bore chrome her. So also applies to Besa Simon. Only the Nupo Year West. Almost say, why the Obour vice president, Saf, and also about the musical president? Who are Bribia Obe Yanka? I dancing na. Time aware vice president no one year. What new are you bringing on the table la? One to me in facade number time we are vice president for music. How do I moderate this? Besa neye incumbent on no what so yes, Ras ye regional leader, but Besa ye national leader. Na position mo contest ye national position. Ti maminfa Besa nshasiye. Yatie no back and forth, but so bet me summarize it, Bioma. Chief, you've been musical vice president for 2 terms. Aren't you tired? The insults, the frustrations, the lack of cooperation. What do you want to come and do again as musical president?
Well, there are 2 different positions we're talking about now. They are not the same. And I'm sure anybody who puts himself up there to become a musical president has got something very important to offer. For example, I mean, me being vice president, I supported in all the good things that, the administration did.
Mm-hmm.
But don't forget, I am also a member of United Kingdom's Musicians Union. So I have something, and I know something that nobody has. And also don't forget that when it comes to music, there's a constitution governing music. And any decision that is made, we have to reach a consensus. You can't just get up and say, I am pushing my agenda through, just like that. No. You have to debate, and if people believe in what you want to bring on board, if you win, then, it's implemented. And also, the current administration had a long agenda, and this long agenda, the agenda no, most of them. Into on yada able to miss with new agenda be agenda be no, you have to be part of it. Then make sure the agenda is achieved. I mean, aged musicians welfare fund. You get a role in it to play, and you play it, and you have to play it diligent on trade there or there. It push your idea. But what I'm saying, the CCI music way to level be.
Is it that as vice president, no, what can agenda setting no? Into agenda be amu execute no, wusu agenda, and now would you wish a hokeke? Some of the agenda no bar pay your position no. Say won't fall in line. Clarification.
No, it doesn't work like that. There, what's it called? Ejumapa agenda by. Also Ejumapa agenda by. We were executing it. That was what he was moving for. But somewhere along the line, there are different things that comes in. For example, music having an administration. That was my idea. Because where I'm coming from, I know the executives cannot do the administrative work. So we needed an administrator. I know we needed an accountant. And all these things were brought into place by me. A lot of people were against it, but I made sure it came on board. So in your day, a Kuwana was the agenda. But no, everybody threw in some ideas. But American then, you just have to be a part of any agenda that is being pursued at that time. I'm not the
even if you do not agree with that agenda.
Yeah, if you don't agree, not that you don't agree. Even just because the agenda is not coming from you, you say you're not going to play a part. These are 2 different things. I'm a team player. I was a guy and I start team player. Where I'm coming from, you have to be a team player to get a job to do. When you're a team player, now you're good to cry. If you're not a team player, you be you honey the national. And this is what I am introducing now to my brothers in Ghana. You have to be a team player. And say, yeah, your president crap on a somebody will have the idea, that will solve that small issue. Into me who baby music away to CCR, and I think I know where and how I can take music to the next level.
Me per se go back and forth, but
okay, yeah.
We'll see. Now, me per se go back and forth into that. We'll see. We introduce one or two things. For instance, setting up the administration well, and introduced an. Did you say accounting or accountant?
Accountant, having an accountant.
Into Uber say first, no, not music, money accountant.
No. They've never had an accountant. They've never had an administrator. Why is shocked?
Minty be that. So how do you do administration? So how do you? How do you do that?
Okay, according to the constitution, a president, any secretary, secretary now is an administrator, and a president now the CEO. Officer, they all. From you name it, Jerry Hansen, Joe Mensa, Konimo, Sidi Kubrida, and Hobson. It was like that. It's only this administration that changed it, because they don't know what music can and cannot do. They don't know the capacity of music. And they push so many things on music. The moment to me, I say music, but this is the real fact. I can only tell you what I know. I can't tell you what I don't.
We'll see. Senyamia domain or motu abenomawa. Uba be enhance transparency.
Yeah.
Our music gamo. Into with the transparency app be what is that?
And you cry the abada. I started. Your contracts the links entertainment to do an app for music, and this app a bema nyama be fit music and for example, now you can even register. You can renew your registration through this app, through mobile. You can pay through mobile money, and you can go and check whether you are a paid up member or you are not a paid up member. So many things that this app is going to do. What's 30 if in a while radio whatever. Now talking about transparency, I see it from a very modern angle. These days, any question you want to ask, if I want to know anything about Rascalib, I can Google it and I will get some information about him. If I want any information about Socrates, Sappho, I can get it. So I am saying that, given the nod, I am going to make sure that most of the questions being asked about music are, you will at least even on your phone, any Android phone can do that. Just you press a button, you get the answers. That will stop all these kasabebrena. Most of them are based on hearsay. It will just cut it off so that we can make progress.
And to what you are saying is that in the absence of clarity, there is speculation.
Always.
And see, say, one common platform. You know what is happening at any given time from anywhere you are in the world.
Like a one-stop shop.
Okay.
At the same time, so there will be a communication team for music at this time. This time there will be a communication team. If there is any speculations or assembly interceding and yejwana, this team will come out and clarify. I think this is something the previous administration did not do, so people were. Because, from my background, it's very, very different from so many people. And when I hear people saying things based on hearsay, I sometimes don't, dwell on it too much. Because, you can just put two and two together, you know that, no, this is impossible. How can you say that when Socrates is going to sleep, he puts water in a bath, puts his head in the water, deep, and then sleep? It's impossible, and wake up in the morning. It's impossible, and people believe such things. So it's very important we have that. Also,
okay, good.
Talking
because,
about,
Mesa about Subium.
Okay.
So but one last question before I give you a breather. Then I go to Ras. Then I come back to you. It is widely reported, say, you are just a protege of Obour. Obour person won't see her. That won't continue an agenda. And Obour, he will remote control you. He will just, they say encore. And that so far, music, I'm going to say mafiaism be. When you are leaving, you put your vice there. Until one small click, no more persecution or more agenda. Until we need a fresh air. We need to break from the status quo. That's all. You're the same. And that Obour ni Besa ni one thing. Into say Mahama Kwa no any vice ako. Say Rollins Kwa no any vice ako. Into say Obour Kwa no ni Besa Belimbi no mwako.
That can never be possible. Obi onyima yejuma bia nyim there. I am my own person. I have my own ideas. And I've done a lot. I mean, I've traveled a lot. I've led people, I've led groups, taking them to places which so many people haven't been. And see, no biasunyim there when it comes to music. Import challenge of Bopa is me.
Sir,
Papa.
Besa manti demo. The meeting any day. Samoko meeting na. Anything of Boabekano. Na Besa can say, I concur with the president. No. I concur.
Where did you hear that? That can never be possible. That's not me.
Studio and appear to Beka as him.
Where?
Appear.
So he doesn't know that. No. Obey a meeting. I don't agree with people like that.
Oh, okay.
If ask anybody who has been with me around the same table, I challenge people. And if I challenge you, we will go to heights. But when we finish, I'm not going to say, hey, we had this debate, so tomorrow I'm not coming to the meeting, I'll come. And
it means you don't personalize it. You do with the issues.
Semeni
unyadwin and interest say, yes, I sim na only panu unyadwin and yen nipan na no was. Okay.
But I mean, I am not I've never been anybody's puppet. I've always been myself. And I've always fought for musicians. I mean, I remember there was some time in London, Yosapon came to record, and there was some dispute between him and his manager. And I overheard them, having an argument. So I went in there, and I settled the case. And I told them, hey, you are two people working. Come on, let's sign an MOU. We signed an MOU, and everything was fine. And this is the kind of person I am. If I am coming, I'm coming with my own ideas. Things like, Musica is finding a lot of challenges when it comes to sustaining its financial, But only a baby, I'm going to make sure the music awaits.
Okay. We remember, say, me baba kana ya bossa nkomono.
You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your
Okay FM 101.7.